going on?
Everything good with you?
Everything is going good, man. Everything is going good. Just chilling, doing something, making it happen, trying to keep it going, working, grinding.
Well, that's good. Congratulations on the new album.
Thank you very much.
You and KRS-One are together.
Wow, what a situation. What a major situation.
Well, I spoke to KRS-One about a month ago and asked him about the album. He said that you called him up and asked him to do the album, and he just jumped at the chance.
He's crazy because me and Chris knew each other for a long time. We got a personal chemistry. So doing the album wasn't like a lot of people do these projects. But when me and Chris did it, it was natural. It was kind of very, very organic.
Now, when you're there with him, do you feel like, because, he throws out a lot of big words, and he's really deep. Like, do you ever get overwhelmed working with KRS-One in the studio? Guys, when I was interviewing him, I was a little overwhelmed.
Yup. That in the studio, on stage, with him, it's a lot of pressure on stage, and I feel it, when you're on stage with him, it's a lot of pressure because he's doing a hell of a job up there. You got to do a good job. You got to come right behind him and hold him down. You got to have his back.
Or else what is he going to do?
He's going
to get all deep on you backstage like, this is what you should have done.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you want to fail. You don't want to have him out there in the forefront. He's like, shoot the three, and you mess around and not even be on point. So that was a beautiful thing about working with Chris, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody that's on this album, everybody that we work with was natural, it was organic, you know what I'm saying? It was everything just happened the way it was supposed to happen. Mary J Blige is a good friend of mine, and she's cool with it. And we could never pay her to get on the track. I was just listening to a song with, Lil Wayne going crazy. He said, I got a song with Mary J Blige, and it's like, I feel you, you know what I'm saying? Because so do I.
Yeah, she jumped on the album as well.
Yeah, but it's like, it's one thing when you work with somebody, and it's another thing when you know them. We all go back to the Tunnel era, back in a certain time when Biggie was alive and stuff, rest in peace. So it's a different relationship between me and a lot of artists and entertainers that's really big now because I was really, had a bigger imprint years ago when a lot of them was just starting to come up before I switched into running the label stuff,
Let me ask you a question, as long as I got you on the phone, and I know you guys are all such good old friends. What do you think about Raekwon's album sales?
I think it's phenomenal, and I think it says a lot about hip-hop. It says a lot about people still do buy what they want to buy, and I think if somebody wants something, they're going to get it by any means.
Okay.
I think it also says a good thing about the music that's coming out of the East Coast region, I would say. Everybody has a time, South, Midwest, Texas, West Coast, East Coast. We all get different times on the map. I think the important thing is that when somebody has a time, support that time just for the whole sake of hip-hop, period. So when your set region come through again, we can do the same thing.
I agree.
Because the South will rise again.
Of course.
And the West will definitely rise again. And so will the East. But it's right now, it's like you got M.O.P., you got Raekwon, you got Jay-Z, you got Buckshot, KRS-One, you got Slaughterhouse, you got a lot of groups that's coming out of the East Coast right now.
When I talked to Raekwon, I also asked him about, like, how you had said the thing about when him and Joe Budden were beefing, and you said something like everybody's beefing and no one's selling records.
Yeah, and that was kind of a misunderstanding.
I know. Raekwon said he called you after to try to get, the story from you.
He called my phone. He called my cell phone, and it was really shocking because, I'm like, who is this? And he's like, it's Ray. So when he called me, he just asked for clarification. He said, me and you family. I'm not the type of person to hear stuff on the radio and don't call up my brothers and ask them for clarification. I feel that, maybe it went another way and I should know about it. And I said, no, I wasn't talking to you, or I was basically saying that a lot of people have peeped that tactic and they're using that to try to sell records and they don't even sell them. And they should not look at incidences like this where it is a real situation and use that as a model to try to say, you see, you can use it to sell records.
Right.
Raekwon's going to sell records off of his music. And Joe Budden and Slaughterhouse sold records off of their album, off their music. So none of them needed to do that. Yeah, we had looked at that, but if they would have had a whack album, we would have really went in.
Right, yeah.
I think Raekwon accomplished a lot because he happened to redo a sound, a vibe, an energy, and an era. And I think, same thing with Slaughterhouse. They combined groups, mega groups, what we call the mega group era. And it's really hard to try to fit in with the mega group era because you can't just have anybody. I think Slaughterhouse was organic. I think Paris One and Buckshot was organic. It happened naturally. A&R didn't put us together.
Well, Buckshot, I think you're exactly right. And I know that you're coming to town on Sunday. You're going to be over there at Toad's Place. The whole entire boot camp clique, in fact.
Everybody know when it comes to the boot camp clique, come to see that incredible show. You might be really bored. You might even seen the show last night, the night before. I guarantee you, though, when you come to see our show, we're going to leave you with something that you're going to talk about on your job, your school, wherever you go. You will never see a show like boot camp.
MOP is going to be there, too.
Wow.
MOP.
A lot of Brooklyn right there.
Okay, MOP, Smith & Wesson, Buckshot, like I said, I'm feeling good about it. I feel like, I feel like the 90s era when we had Onyx and Wu-Tang and Black Moon and everybody was like, it was just an energy in the air. And it's like a wave, so, you starting to see that wave, right now.
Well, you know what? Congratulations again on the album. It's Buckshot, KRS-One, Survival Skills.
Go out and support that album. It's featuring my sister, my girl, my queen, Mary J. Blige, my brother Talib Kweli, Atmosphere, Slug, Pharaoh Monch. The album is crazy, man. Kids in the Hall is off the chain, man.
And, of course, Sunday night, go check out the entire boot camp clique. Black Moon, Helter Skelter, Smith & Wesson. MOP will be there. It's happening Sunday at Toad's Place, 300 York Street in New Haven. Buckshot, thank you for checking in with us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And my ladies, I love you, my ladies. I want to see my ladies out there. I love you, sweetheart. Mwah, mwah. Kiss all over everywhere. Well,